Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a great afternoon. If you're new to this group, I am Shemaine, so hi, and happy Halloween weekend. So from my post earlier, I mentioned that I was going to talk about how transformations occur and what you need for a transformation to happen. And I got some great responses earlier about what you need to initiate a transformation. So what I've done is, because I've been working quite busy and hard over the last few days, I'm pretty tired right now, on the HIITA guide because I just want it to be the best. But I've wrote down my top 5 things that I truly believe you need for a transformation to occur. And I'm going to then move this transcript then into a podcast, so you'll see it posted again should this video go missing somewhere. Okay, so let's begin. So in order for a transformation to take place, you need 5 things. The first being a trigger. You need some sort of event or something drastic that is going to activate or compel you to move forward with a burning desire to change. And a lot of the time, unfortunately, and this was the case for me, that a lot of the time this trigger will come from a place of suffering or a place of pain. So my trigger actually came from a place of suffering, with some nasty words being said to me and a lot of crying, a lot of tears, and then eventually I'd had enough and decided that was it, that was time to change. So this trigger is going to be something that's going to really drive you and give you this big burning desire to change, and move forward and follow what you want to be or the dreams that you want to have. Now, most of the time this is the case, that it comes from a not very nice place, but there are some times where this change or this drive to change doesn't come from a place like that. It can come from somewhere else. And what you can do then to find this drive or to compel yourself or to change, to take this leap of action, maybe seek out some help or decide to join a new gym or whatever it may be, or even take the leap with a new business. What I would encourage you to do, if you're not coming from this place of pain or struggle where you're kind of forced, like you have no choice but to change, kind of like I was, it was either I change or I'm going to stay miserable and live a horrible life forever. So if you're not coming from that place, what I would encourage you to do is take the time to look deep inside yourself, and look for your soft spot. That might be, hi Jade. So take the time, to look inside yourself, find your soft spot. Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your just desire to be happy. Like for instance, your kids, my kids deserve better. They deserve a healthy, happy mother. They deserve me to be able to do all the activities that they want me to do with them, with ease, and to not struggle to keep up with them at the playground. Or maybe if your spouse or your partner is your soft spot, then maybe you're going to associate, well, I don't want to feel uncomfortable anymore and hide my, we'll say it's health or your weight. I don't want to hide my body or not get close to my spouse because I'm not comfortable or happy with how I look. So I want to keep being as sexy as I can for my relationship and for my husband. So that could be your soft spot. So you can just look inside yourself and you'll know yourself what it is. Maybe there's a disease that runs in your family and you're fearful that that is going to carry over into you and your children. So you want to change your health now and do whatever you can to prevent any carryover of that. So that would be your first one. You got to find your trigger. So that's your first thing for transformation. Then the second thing for transformation would be you're going to need a good guide and a role model. you're going to have to find yourself a good guide or role model, because the truth is that we don't get anywhere successfully without a map. We don't find our way anywhere without a map. Yes, you can get to where you want to go without a map, but it's a little bit more hard and it can take a lot longer. So when you have a guide or a role model or someone that can kind of show you the way or show you the light, that makes your journey that little bit more enjoyable and easy, and you've got this person or this team on your side that's going to support you and uplift you whenever you may need it. So having a guide is, like I said, it's like having a map. This person is going to give you the tools and the information that you need to get to where you're going with your success, because with anything in life you're going to have questions and you're going to need answers, and you're going to want good, valuable answers and information that's going to keep you on the right track. So having a role model or a guide is very important. And that doesn't even need to be someone in real life. You can always connect with someone online. You can always reach out to a mastermind group. You can always even get involved in a good book. If you like a particular author, you might just then follow that author and read all their books and take the advice that they give. But what I would encourage you to do is really only focus and throw yourself into one particular person or one maybe team of people. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. You don't want to get confused. Find one person that you say, I really want to model myself on them, and I feel that they give good, valuable information, and I trust them, and they're the person that I'm going to connect with or build a relationship with, because I feel that they are going to give me what I need to succeed, and they will be there to support me and encourage me, and root for me should I fall or should I struggle along the way. So that is number 2. Get yourself a good guide or role model or some sort of supporter. Get someone on your team. So then number 3 would be this one. I think we all kind of know this. Get out of your comfort zone. The reason that you're yearning for change now, or you'd like change now, is because you've got comfortable where you are. You're bored, you're unhappy. It's time to change. So you're going to have to get out of that comfort zone, whether you like it or not, and whether or not you want it, it's going to get uncomfortable. The road to success and the road to your dreams and whatever you want to aspire to be is not always a comfortable road. There will be stresses, there will be struggles, there will be obstacles, but overcoming all of these is what's going to make you be who you want to be and who you are meant to be. So getting out of your comfort zone, I suppose, is a big one. And how would you do that? You're going to put yourself in an environment that you're not used to. Surround yourself with people who are on a different level to you. They're on the next level. These people are at the level that you want to be on. So by surrounding yourself with them and you're not already on the level that you want to be at, you're going to make yourself uncomfortable. It'll force you to up level yourself. So whatever that may be, we'll just, for example, say there is a group of moms at the school and they always do the Spartan race. And you know that these moms are super fit and their endurance is amazing. And you want to aspire to be like that, but you're afraid to approach them and kind of get into that environment. Well, I encourage you, go over and talk to them, moms, create relationships, pick their brains. Then you will soon notice that you will start to evolve and become more like what you want to be. So that's number 3, is get out of your comfort zone. It's not going to be fun getting out of your comfort zone. God knows it wasn't fun for me. There were times where I was very, very uncomfortable. And still to this day, I can get very, very uncomfortable when I try to upskill myself. I'll try different training. If you want to be someone that constantly evolves and works at a higher level and visit your full potential, you've got to get used to the idea that you are going to get uncomfortable. There's going to be days that you're going to cry. There's going to be days that you're going to feel alone. But then there's going to be days where you feel like a superstar, where you're killing it, you're going to be superior. So we've got to take the good with the bad, but to get out of a rut that you're in now, you've got to force yourself to get uncomfortable and start getting the ball moving on what you want to do and where you want to go. So that's number 3, getting out of your comfort zone. Like I said, I wrote all of these down because I wanted to do a transcript for podcasting anyway. So number 4, again, is kind of obvious, but people forget this. I would not be where I am today if I didn't do number 4. Stick with it. Go the full course. Don't give up. If you decide that this is your time to change and go after your dreams and who you want to be, then you have got to stick with it. You're going to fall. Everybody falls. You've got to accept that. There, again, is going to be challenges. There's going to be obstacles, but you will find a way around them. You will overcome them. You'll pick yourself up. All the great ones do, and you're no different. You are a great person. So when you fall, you're going to pick yourself up and you're going to start again and you're going to try again. So that definitely is kind of obvious that I wouldn't be 150 pounds lighter if I had have given up every time that I fell. And the same can be said to many of my clients. They fell and they picked themselves right back up and they went again. And that is really the true road to success. And then number 5, before I jump on to number 5, I just want to touch on this staying the course. Life happens. Bills come in the door. Flat tires happen, snow happens, unfortunately people die, life does happen. You're going to pick yourself up and you're going to start again. But another thing that does happen is not everybody is going to be happy for you. Not everybody is going to want to see you succeed. There will be a few people that tell you, oh, this is a waste of time, or this is a crazy idea, or you can't do this, and there are going to be people like that out there. So when people like that do approach you or try and get in your way or cause an obstacle for you, just remember that when a person like that comes across your path or says something negative to you or doesn't want to see you succeed, that's not about you. That's something about them. It's because they have issues or underlying issues with themselves that they don't like to admit, and that maybe they're not even aware of just yet. But by you succeeding, by you following your dreams and sticking to what you really want, unfortunately for them, it brings out something that they don't want to see. It highlights an aspect of their own personality or their own life that they may want to change or know there is a problem with, but they just haven't got to your level yet. They haven't had that trigger and they don't have the courage to make a change. So be as kind as you can and as humble as you can and understanding, and just say, I thank you for your opinion and I'll take that on board. Maybe change the subject, but understanding that it's not necessarily because it's about you, it's something about them. So then lastly, your 5th thing that you need for a transformation to happen, and I love this and I get called out on this quite a lot, particularly from my family, because I suppose they know me the longest at this stage and have watched how I evolved from a 250-pound very unhappy single mother to this crazy, strong, confident, very outspoken young woman that I seem to be now. Is own it. Own it. As you step into your greatness, you've got to own that. Like, you were born to be great. And if you don't see how great that you are and how much you deserve, believe me, nobody is going to see it either. If you really own it and you let it shine through and you realize that I deserve this and I've worked so hard for this, and you start owning it and you wear that crown that you deserve, everybody else is going to see it too. And they will see how amazing you are and how amazing I know that you are and how amazing you deserve to be. So really, you've got to own that. And then lastly on this topic, and I will do a podcast on this in just a little bit more detail because like I said, I'm quite tired right now. So that's why I've got my transcript. I'm going to put my feet up in a while after this. But lastly, one thing I wanted to mention on this is I think it's really important that in the context of health or even your business, whatever you decide that you want to do, that you really grab onto the idea that I'm not going to give up on this. You are not going to give up. You tell yourself that if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this and I'm going to see this right through until the end. So hold on to that idea and hold it close to your heart and take each one of these steps and use them, and be as great as you were supposed to be and born to be. So happy Halloween, everybody, and thank you so much for hopping on. And that's it. Go have a great day. Bye.